Business Buzz, a live radio program bringing empowerment to small business ideas and entrepreneurs across Dominica every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m., offering a unique national platform for small, medium, and growing business enterprises. Together, we'll aspire to connect, advertise, learn, collaborate, and witness small business enterprises thrive and succeed in the fertile broadcasting zone of Q95 alongside the NDFD. Join us on our journey every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. One unbroken, exciting hour of free Q95 radio small business promotion as together we explore all the challenges, the setbacks, the setups, the comebacks, the stories, the history, the startups, the breakthroughs, the financing, the sweat, the sleepless nights, the breakthroughs, the triumphs, the business plans, the overall success to pursuing your small business dream come true. In the Commonwealth of Dominica, join veteran broadcaster Franklyn and highly skilled and qualified small business development officer at the NDFD, Donald Bocasio of the National Development Foundation of Dominica, as together we shed the national spotlight on you and your small business live on radio. Small Business Buzz, bringing empowerment to the ideas and dreams that help influence and propel the engine of growth and small business achievements across Dominica. Small Business Buzz, we're starting this March 25th. Don't miss it. Small Business Buzz, we're minding your business. Well, good afternoon and welcome to the first inaugural meeting together of the heads of small business in Dominica, the brainchild of the executive director and owner and entrepreneur of this radio station, Mr. Sheridan G. Gregoire. And now it's coming into fruition right here. I'm Franklyn Peter Moses. I'm joined here by also our support staff. We're doing this collectively, and together we will accelerate and advance, creating the environment, enabling environment for the thriving and successful small businesses in Dominica. I'm being joined there by members of staff, of course, the expert, small business expert at the NDFD, Mr. Donald Bocasio is my co-host. Welcome, sir, and you look splendid this afternoon.
Thank you so much, Franklyn. Good afternoon, and finally.
Yep, we're here.
Yes. After how many weeks of
planning and preparation, anticipation,
we're finally here.
We
are here in our program.
Yep,
we call
Small Business Buzz.
Yes,
and we have with us the executive director also, and we have our surprise guest who will be talking about her business. We'll be minding her business. We won't tell you as yet. And we're being joined by HBO, CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera. All across Dominica, thank you very much for joining us once again. This is our official beginning and start in the inaugural program, Small Business Buzz. Basically, we want to establish, I'm going to use the word continually, enabling environment, fertilizing and germinating the ideas, and building and growing the ideas of small business owners and entrepreneurs in Dominica, encouraging them. So we thank you for joining us on this journey for today, Tuesday, the 25th of March. And it will be remembered we continue on Thursday. We have with us the executive director of the NDFD, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to welcome him. And
of course, we'd like to welcome our executive director over at NDFD, Mr. Cletus Joseph.
We forgot that one too.
Yes.
And yes, sir. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. And I'll tell you what we hope to see come out of this program. But give us your fundamental ideas, how we'd like to see the program go, and how is it expanding the windows of opportunity for other persons as we interact and interface with our audience and potential small business owners.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry. You took me off guard. If you told me you were going to ask me that question, I'm prepared.
Well, okay.
But good afternoon to all the listeners of Q95 FM. Those who are hearing us now, may the Father continue to bless you. And we wish you the best from the NDFD for the year 2025. I think this is the first time we've been on the radio, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
In terms of the program, NDFD itself, its core mission is building, and building Dominica. And we sometimes like to say we build Dominica one small business at a time. And when many small businesses come together, then the results are endless and tremendous. Exponential growth you see in that. Because of small does not mean that we are at a disadvantage. We can certainly use this to our advantage. And this is just one medium we can use to kind of bring all small business persons together and create a sort of a fertile environment, or to help fertilize, as you say earlier on, the environment.
And germinate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So once it germinates, then you begin the nutrition part of it. And there is no one way to do anything, right? So there are multiple ways. I'd like to use the technology, a computer. There are different ways you can input. You can use your mouse, you can use your keyboard. No, you have the voice. And you have the use of AI and that sort of stuff. So we need to always be cognizant of the fact that there is not just one way. There may be one or two better ways to do it, but everyone can contribute in their own small way that can make a tremendous impact. So to see this program grow, and what we would like to see to extend ourselves at NDFD to the small business persons. And we are very happy to have Q95 partner with us on that, and to extend the media to help us to reach our clientele, because we just on our own again, and that is the impact of collectivity, inclusion, that sort of thing. To everyone has a part to play, and no one has all of the information or the technologies that you require in the development of anything that you're doing. So we need, I'd like to use all hands on deck thing, but it's that same mentality.
All heads to content.
All heads to content,
yes.
right?
Minds,
so you need the head, the hands, the feet, everything to play its part. And again, thanks to Q95 FM for helping us to reach our target clientele.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Bakasso. You would like to ask your should I say your executive director?
First of all, I would like to echo what he said. NDFD is very happy with how this come about. And as you know, it started with a very simple project that we had like a number of months ago, right?
Yes.
When we had you as our main character.
Yes.
In an ad that we launched on
with
our
Franklyn
Facebook
and Franco.
page. Franklyn and Franco. Very, very popular video.
Indeed.
It went viral.
Yep.
I think by right now it's probably over 100,000 views already.
Yeah, well, I got my shots for that because it went viral.
I got my shots. So that was the all jokes aside
yes.
Video where we had you as basically the face of our message. The
Certainly.
message was we try to help everybody, even those who were kind of like set aside by other
overlooked.
Overlooked by other institutions. So and now we are here at this point where we have this extended or expanded collaboration. I think it is really it warms my heart.
Amen.
When we started, we just wanted to have that. Well, of course for NDFD, but definitely for you.
I felt it. I felt it. Yes.
And we really believe that someone like you deserve all the chances in the world. So we're just very happy for you, Franklyn. And I'm sure our executive director will echo that. So so you want me to ask the first question to my boss then?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Anything I may have overlooked. Yeah.
So, well, my question is, the funny thing is that I have a question, but I already know the answer because remember I work with him.
But give me the question.
So okay, let me just ask you, Mr. Edie. So we are in March now, right? So anything you want the public to be updated, when it comes to NDFD, our programs, our events, at least for what we've done for the last 3 months of the year, and then what we intend to do moving forward. You like that question?
Yes, you said it. You should be sitting in my seat.
Yeah.
again, you should have given me the question. Yeah, but 2025 thus far, well, our last major event was Creole in the Streets. I think,
Last year.
Last year. Oh, that was last year.
Yeah, last year.
October. Oh, wow. Yeah. Tremendous activity, I think. And then we moved into 25, where the last major event we had was just that weekend, this weekend,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So I cannot maybe try to figure it out in that order. Where we had the celebration of Earth Hour.
Definitely.
And we had an activity in collaboration with some other organizations. I think the JCI,
Definitely.
Dominica.
Big up JCI
Big
Dominica.
up JCI. I think there were some other companies who chipped in. I think Benjo Simos came on board. Who am I forgetting?
And then Portsmouth Secondary School.
Portsmouth
They
did their own separate activity.
Yes.
In Portsmouth a couple of weeks ago.
Next Level Hikers, of course.
Hikers. Oh boy, always on board. Big up Nafkote and company, man.
Yes.
We met Nafkote through our next event coming up, which is the Green Innovation Summit.
I was hoping to touch on that.
He's been tremendous from since then. He always keeps in touch and really patronizes and believes in NDFD. He'll always come in and his award for support services, it never ends because he still keeps coming 4 years later, right? So but he always consoles, kind of takes time to discuss stuff with me, and it's tremendous. So Next Level Hikers, they were tremendous in that activity on Saturday, where we were cleaning up the Kenfield River Estate area, kind of doing some cleaning up, and there was a cookout, the fun part, another fun part of
sustainable cookout, if I may say, if I may add.
The firewood, right?
Yeah, definitely. Just like the good old days.
Thing, yeah.
So Edie, what you're saying is that right now, after the Earth Hour, the next big event is
the Green Innovation Summit.
I call it GIS. Green Innovative, GIS, Green Innovative Summit.
Well, if you say GIS, it might give some connections or something else.
Yes, no, it's NGIS.
So
it's separate.
NDFD, right?
Yeah. So that's the next big thing.
GIS is NDFD is GIS, Green Innovation Summit.
Yes.
And I mean, we've met so many wonderful persons.
Yes. No, I was going to say, I think on Thursday we're going to be exploring it with Mr. Dumas, one of your staff members also.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, so that will be our next event coming up. Sorry. So prior to that, I'm just trying to recall whether we had any other major events. Because we are always involved in different activities that help build community and to help develop the persona, the individuals.
Well, one thing that I can remember now is the extended activity that we do at the Kalinago Territory.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, how would I forget that?
So that's the Office to the People, right? Yeah. Where we, every month, we go there.
Yes, we reach out to the Kalinago people, bring our services right out to them, in terms of whether they want to start the process of accessing financing through a loan, or whether they just want some business support service in terms of advice, in terms of helping develop a bit of a marketing strategy, marketing plan, get some ads out on our various media sites, help them to design them, that sort of thing, help develop their business cards, and generally just to interact with us, get us to feel us, and see how we can really reach out to them, So the Kalinago people are precious to us, that area we really reach out to. So we have that monthly schedule with them, and that has been ongoing from November of last year. Yeah, just after Creole in the Streets. We did quite a bit of outreach there prior to that as well, in terms of touching base with them. And but this was as a result of some background work we did in terms of the Kalinago territory a few years ago, starting back in about 2019, 2020, when we did reach out to them with some special projects, and we engaged some Kalinago young ladies, I think, where we really went out, reached out to the Kalinago people, dialogue with them, because I don't like people to tell me what other people's issues are.
Yeah.
If you get it from them, you understand and you feel them better. And at those times, they did challenge us as to what are you going to do for us and with us. And we are ready to work with them, and not just to do things for them, because they have ownership in it. They think The new Kalinago chief, we have a relationship with her. We have spoken with her, and we have some plans of really extending ourselves a lot more within the Kalinago.
Well, let me help you here because I had a great opportunity to be. I was following Mr. Johnny Bacasio. I was following him around Roseau, and then he stopped at a certain place, and he brought me to the first annual business forum, and I can celebrating Kalinago women in business, and I actually have a copy of 18 of the business owners and potential entrepreneurs and other business people from the territory. And so we already have 18 persons here that we would to help us with the next year of programming. Yeah, so that's what to remind you once again that you're listening to Small Business Buzz in Dominica on Q95. I'm being joined by the Executive Director of the NDFD and of course the Small Business Manager, Expert Manager, Mr. Donald Bacasio, and of course we have, I forgot to tell you his name, of course, it's called Mr. Joseph, Cletus Joseph. And we have with us our secret weapon. And she's already here. We'll talk about her business. We're minding all her business, and we invite you, if you wish to call and ask questions, you're free to do so. This is the collaboration between the NDFD and Q95. In a short while from now, we'll be taking make a little break, a commercial break, and then we'll come right back for the continuation of our program.
In collaboration with the National Development Dominica, Q95 Radio is open for your business. In collaboration with the National Development Foundation of Dominica, get ready to join Q95 Radio and NDFD for the start of Small Business Buzz, a live radio program bringing empowerment to small business ideas and entrepreneurs across Dominica every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m., offering a unique national platform for small, medium, and growing business enterprises. Together, we'll aspire to connect, advertise, learn, collaborate, and witness small business enterprises thrive and succeed in the fertile broadcasting soul of Q95 alongside the NDFD. Join us on our journey every Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. One unbroken, exciting hour of free Q95 Radio small business promotion as together we explore all the challenges, the setbacks, the setups, the comebacks, the stories, the history, the startups, the breakthroughs, the financing, the sweat, the sleepless nights, the breakthroughs, the triumphs, the business plans, the overall success to pursuing your small business dream come true. In the Commonwealth of Dominica, join veteran broadcaster Franklyn Peter Moses and highly skilled and qualified small business development officer at the NDFD, Donald Bacasio of the National Development Foundation of Dominica, as together we shed the national spotlight on you and your small business live on radio. Small Business Buzz, bringing empowerment to the ideas and dreams that help influence and propel the engine of growth and small business achievements across Dominica. Small Business Buzz, we're starting this March 25th. Don't miss it. Small Business Buzz, we're minding your business.
The range of King juices are 100% natural with no added sugar. King offers a range of refreshing juices which are enriched with vitamin C and no added preservatives. Delight yourself in one of King's nectars or treat your little ones with a Kinita box drink at a refreshingly low price today. Keen, the juice in our lives. Sold at major supermarkets island-wide, distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
I'm on my way. KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good. Cause I'm on my way. Somebody will clear like the Michelle. Mouvement Créole à Soukir. Tout le monde créole pour attention. Comité pour études créole Dominique. Et puis Radio QFM que présenté. Mouvement Créole. Tous les mardis soirs entre 6 et après-midi. Information, blague, interview, l'histoire, proverbe, discussion, reportage, apprendre à parler et puis écrit créole. Lien avec ton peuple créole. Bon musique créole. Mouvement Créole. À nous faire un rendez-vous, messieurs, mesdames. Tous les mardis soirs, tu es fait frapper avec bon power créole. Sans ça participer, qui est nous rapidement Timamaïla. Mouvement créole à seconde station QFM. Watchez avec nous tous les mardis soirs 6h pour Mouvement créole. Manchester.
Contest the quality. When I'm out and it's my time to play. It's actually not the crew, making a difference for you. I hear you get rocked anytime you drink it. The XM Supreme, 15 years. The XM Royal, 10 years. XM 5 years. And the 750 milliliter. Now, come on, back here, Thanks extra match, yeah. Premium blend. Try out the 200 or the 750 ml. Yeah, man. Guaranteed for any occasion. Say you can't go wrong with thanks from. Hey, you can test the quality. Thanks, yeah, more than Chanel. Thanks, Supreme High Wine. The pot and the white wine. And for the cake, greater than me, thanks every brandy. I give thanks. You can test the quality. When I'm out and it's my time to play. It's actually not the crew making a difference for you. I hear you get ranks anytime you drink it. Remember, drink responsibly.
And helping these small businesses thrive and succeed in Dominica, a program put together by Q95 Radio and the NDFD of Dominica. And I want to say good afternoon to Mrs. Gloria Joseph, who I think she's the first person who texted a message. Mr. Bernard and Donald. Yes.
All right. Yes, actually, she left a message and she said, "Great initiative. I'm very happy for Franklin Peter Moses,
who?
for you, my
Okay,
friend."
thank you very much.
She said, "Of course, that's P.S. Gloria Joseph. He's a natural to the media. What about that?"
But
Terms of the NDFD for our small business owners. And speaking of small business owners, Franklin, you were mentioning about a secret weapon.
yes, most certainly. Most certainly, we kept we kept the best for the central moment, the central focus. And let me give you a little juicy part about it. You heard about festivities and rhythm and melody, but she brings in harmony. It's called Herbal Harmony. Let's put the hands together for Miss Rachel Shillingford, who's our first interview. She says, well, on her fly is a sip of relief in every cup. We want to know about that. Good afternoon to you, Miss Shillingford. How do you do?
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Moore.
Thank you very much for accepting our invitation and being our number one, our first guest on our program, Small Business Buzz. How was your day?
It was good, thanks.
Okay. I was about to ask Dan Donald, how was your day?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Of
okay.
course.
Well, we met since morning. We've been on our feet.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. In harmony.
In harmony. Thank you very much for that. Okay, she runs a business, Herbal Harmony, and I had the opportunity to go to Shillingford and Richards and HHV Richards, and I saw this very the packaging, exceptional packaging, and it drew me to it, and I was wondering. I read it and I realized it was a Dominican product, and I was quite impressed. Very, because I'm into marketing and advertising for years, and I was quite impressed because it had an immediate impact. We say good afternoon once again to you, Rachel Shillingford, and tell us when did you get a name for? And you'll tell us about what's in the bag. There's something in her bags and in the product. So tell us, how did you get the name Herbal Harmony and what's it about? What's inside of these packages?
Okay. Hi, afternoon to everyone listening. As you all know, my name is Rachel Shillingford. I am from the twin communities of Kulibistri and Monrochet. The name of my company is Herbal Harmony. The reason for the name per se, it's like a various array of herbs in one harmony. It's not just one mixture of herbs that I use. So that's how I came up.
So that's the name for Harmony.
Herbal
Okay,
Harmony.
wonderful.
Yes.
Excellent choice.
Yes.
And so why should I get Herbal Harmony?
Okay.
In my cup, in my kettle, in my hot cup. Why should we buy your product? And what is it? What would your product benefit me to do for me or anybody else?
All right. So for those listening who do not know who or what Herbal Harmony is, it is a wellness brand focused on women reproductive health. But besides focusing on women reproductive health, I also do traditional blends that uplift our culture. Takes us back in time.
You mentioned women's health more specifically.
Yes, more specifically.
Tell us, women will be listening now. Tell us, what is your target? Is it build their immunity? Is it for protection? Is it for relief? What is it for?
Okay, so it's for one, women who suffer from PCOS, which is known as polycystic ovarian syndrome, and two, women who suffer from painful periods and hormonal imbalance. So it supports the overall female reproductive system. I suffered a lot with reproductive health issues, specifically PCOS, and herbs are what worked for me. So I wanted to help my fellow sisters with something that they had no understanding about, just like me, to help bring a cure.
Okay, you say help bring a cure. This is a deep question I'm about to ask you. And how did you come up with selecting the herbs, and what type of herbs are in your portions?
Okay. So how did I come about
discovering them?
Yes. Well, as I mentioned, I suffered from reproductive health a lot. I've been to many doctors. I can assure you every doctor in Dominica might have had my file.
Okay.
Yes, the gynecologist. So I wanted answers. So I started experimenting on herbal remedies myself. So it wasn't until the specific herbs that I used was stinging nettle known as zooty and red raspberry leaf. I saw that it worked for me. Diet also played an important role, of course, but these herbs worked within 6 months for me. So when I saw, and I was in disbelief as well, I wanted to do more to help others. So I decided to launch it out as a brand.
But you don't have just one.
No,
okay,
I don't
tell
have
us about your entire array. Yes.
Okay.
So you can start with, for this and that, you have this and that.
Okay. So I have 5 herbal teas. I will begin with PCOS support blend, which is for women who suffered from ovarian syndrome, disease such as polycystic ovaries. And then I have the red raspberry leaf tea.
Here's a question: Is it what we call fibroids? No.
No.
Okay, all right.
But it's like small cysts on the ovaries.
Oh, okay.
It's something that is known to have no cure. So you have to do your best to help yourself.
And your remedies reverse it, or really?
Reverse, yes.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to patent that, because I hear $1 million and more. Yes.
Yes. And then I have the red raspberry leaf tea.
What's in it?
It's just our normal red raspberry leaf tea.
Okay.
Locally sourced from here.
Where can we find it? Like, is it you wouldn't find it in Roseau, in the countryside?
In the countryside,
okay.
Of course.
All right. Yes. Okay.
Yes. So it supports uterine health and also the overall female system. It's a go-to tea. The men have used it as well. And I also have the poev leaf, which is,
I know. I think everybody knows poev.
Yes. And I also have PMS relief, which helps with painful periods.
Yes.
And
What's in the
it?
package? Yes.
Okay, so in there you have cinnamon, you have oregano, red raspberry leaf, and you also have mint. So there is something behind the tea itself,
Tell
this
me.
PMS relief. So every tea that I have tells a story. So
Nice.
how I came about with PMS relief tea, I had the flu. And I started drinking, like you make a big pot of tea and I put the exact herbs there in a pot. And I started drinking the tea, but I noticed something. I got my cycle, it was not painful. And I'm like, whoa. So I decided the next month, let me give it a try again to see if it's something in the herbs, like something is helping.
Yeah.
So I did it again and I did not get a painful cycle. So I decided, let me brand it as PMS relief tea. Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
Because interesting because I'm locked into what you're saying.
Yes.
As I told you, I saw your packaging. So how let's get straight to the heart of the matter. How did you interface with NDFD and how did they put wind beneath your wings? So tell us the process, how you met and tell us about the input and the impact that the NDFD support and training has had on your business.
Before you answer, I just want to comment because you've been very poetic.
Yeah.
Wings beneath your
Wing, the wing,
yes.
so she could get elevation and thrust.
Yeah.
forward,
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But and also, I just want to point out that it's very important. It's just very interesting because if you notice the solution or the business itself came from her own pain points.
Yes.
So
yes.
it's
We're gonna get
something,
back to that.
if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, it's something that you also have to consider. You have to look into customer pain points, those things, the complaints of other people, because from there innovations usually come out, because pain points usually represent unmet needs or inefficiencies or frustrations that you can actually provide solutions for, right? And then from that, providing a solution at a profit, that's already a business, a small
Yes.
business for
Yeah.
you. So I just want to point that out.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And she said part of her promotion is 100% organic herbal tea bags.
Yes.
And tell us the continued impact that the NDFD has had on your business from the beginning. Tell us from the first step to the journey and now.
Okay. So before meeting the NDFD, I had never heard about them before.
Okay.
I didn't even know anyone in there. And I was sitting on my bed and I was going through like surfing the net because I'm someone like I love to think of my next move and see what next is out there for
Yes.
me. So
Certainly.
I came across a Green Innovation Summit advertisement. And let me give this a try to
Okay.
see, yes, if it will be of a benefit to my business. So I took part. The first step came, and I was selected as a person to go forward to
Yeah.
the semifinals
Okay. Yes.
for the Green Innovation Summit. However, I went in there, still don't know anything or anyone. I'm this shy individual. And I think Mr. Joseph said to me when I was there, he saw this rock on my finger and he said, "You're shy, but you were not shy of this rock." And I was just the shy person. So I went in and I had to pitch. I knew nothing about pitching. I knew nothing about what anything entails to like take the next step for my business. And I pitched. To my surprise, I made it to the next step again.
Wow. Yes.
Yes, but what happened there is like within the NDFD, it's like I not only learned and what they taught me did not only help me to grow, but I found a family, like you said, they were the wind beneath my wings.
Yes.
From the security guard to everyone there, they were just warm and friendly. So that's the person who helped me to actually, the people, sorry, to take my business to the next in a green way.
Yes.
Because I had the idea, I already had a product named Red Raspberry Leaf, but I did not have the recognition per se until I met the NDFD. Yes.
And tell us about your financing and let's tell us about
The
your
green-
branding.
My branding?
Yes. Your packaging, because it's very professionally done.
You forgot something though.
Yes,
You
I
forgot something.
Yeah,
yes.
just go ahead.
So
Yes.
beside all this, I went on to partake in the big data
The best
summit,
part.
the best part of it.
Okay.
And I was still shy. I did not want to go on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was so scared and I wanted to go home.
Okay.
And then I'm like, I'm scared. I had my sister with me, Sherma, which is she's always with me. She's like the NDFD. So she's
Okay.
always there for support. And she said, like, you can go home. I'm like, no, I can't do this, until one of the mentors that NDFD had attached, Mr. George Challenger, he told me, like, you have to go on. You have a great idea.
Yes.
I will be at the back of the room. And then I went on. Now I went in there. I don't even know where that person came from. So
Wow.
let's just say,
coincidentally.
yeah, the NDFD not only pushed my brand, but my personal development as well. That shy person was now.
Tell me more about it. Is that the training, the encouragement? Tell me.
The training. Yeah. Let me tell you, there was so much to learn from. Like from bookkeeping, from how to build your brand, from let me tell you, it was so much.
Yeah.
Even down to the mentorship was just A1. There's so much to learn from that. It was so much to take in just 3 days, but it was good, and it helped me to even elevate more for everything that I learned there.
So now, Franklyn, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Guess who won? That
I think that person lives in the guest house. So it would be her.
It's her.
It's her.
So she won.
Certainly.
She actually won the summit, because at the end of the pitch competition, the judges had to choose the winner, and she actually came out the winner of that. So imagine that.
Yes. Yeah. And what did you pick her up and made her part of your project when that happened, or what happened after she won?
Well, after she won, she became our what we call our champion, our green champion, our green queen.
Okay.
Right. So what we do is the Green Innovation Summit. We do it once every 2 years.
Wonderful.
Now you may ask why?
Why?
Because so it's not an annual thing. We can do it annually, but then again, we decided, of course, with our executive director leading the way, we decided, no, let's commit that entire year after the summit, helping the participants.
Wonderful.
Right?
Yes.
To make their business idea become a real business.
Yeah.
And that's basically what happened there. So, like she said, she has become part of the family, right,
Yeah.
Miss Rachel?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it did not just stop at the summit. It's like it still continues. I can call anyone of the staff at NDFD. Anytime I can walk into the NDFD anytime, and they will still offer help. I also went on to the person who was shy to speak in the public. I now was the one even advocating for PCOS and talking, which the NDFD also helped me for PCOS month to help run my own campaign for PCOS. So they have been, doesn't just stop at the summit.
Okay.
Yes.
Little music. We're still here with you. This is Small Business Buzz, the first edition here together with the NDFD. We have the giants, the cannons of the NDFD, the executive director, Mr. Joseph, and of course Donald Bacasio, the small business expert. And together with us, we have a Herbal Harmony owner, proprietor, entrepreneur, and providing and preparing 100% organic herbal teas for PMS relief, PCOS support blends, raspberry leaf tea. And she mentioned, of course, I know many people by Jackson will want to get the Puev tea that goes way back to tradition and enjoys a delicious and refreshing herbal tea, which is the perfect addition to any morning or evening ritual. And of course, the heritage tea, a favorable blend of Dominica's most popular traditional bush teas with an outstanding aroma to uplift one's mood. Let's go back now to your branding and your packaging. Yes. Because it is one of a kind. I must admit, I saw it at Chillingford at the top, at which it's right on top, and I didn't have much problem seeing it. It was right in my eyes because I'm 6'3.5". Yeah, so your positioning for your product was also very excellent and outstanding. Tell me about the packaging because it's very attractive.
Okay, so my packaging was done by me, with also my idea and designed by me.
Yes.
However, to brighten up the colors, NDFD staff, Miss Anna Laron, helped to brighten up my packaging.
Talk a little louder. I know you're a little shy. Yes.
Yes, so Miss Anna Laron, who works at the NDFD, also helped to brighten up my packaging a bit. So I already had the package, I already had my color scheme and everything, which was done by me. However, after winning the summit, everything had to pop.
Yes.
So she helped. Yes.
I have also something that I want to tell us, because I'm going to ask you the question. But before that,
yes.
It's only sold in Dominica for the time being. Is it?
No. It's
tell me about where is it available in Dominica, and other platforms that are available for contacting you and getting in touch with your product.
Sure. So it's available in Dominica at ACUS Shillingford, Zeb Creole, We Church, Jolly's Pharmacy.
Wonderful.
And internationally in St. Martin at Caribbean Favorite Health.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so you have a regional market.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. And you also have something in Scottsdale, don't I? Don't you?
In where?
In Scottsdale. It's still open?
Oh, yes. Time on Time Restaurant in Scottsdale. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. So if I wanted to contact you online, how do I get to you?
Online.
Yeah.
So you go to my page on Facebook. You look for
What's
Herbal
your page?
Harmony. Herbal Harmony.
All right.
And you will get it on Facebook and Instagram. And you can contact me at 1767-225-3872.
Say that number again, slowly.
225-3872.
Okay. Yes. 3872.
Yes.
Let me switch to Mr. Picasso again. Mr. Joseph. What are plans for what are some of your plans for expansion regarding businesses like hers?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to allow, of course, our executive director to answer that question. But while he is positioning himself, Franklyn, one thing that small business owners should really take into consideration, like you mentioned, is their packaging, right?
Yes.
Because the packaging really plays a strategic role in their business. All right. So their packaging talks about their brand positioning, right? It affects consumer perception.
Okay.
And a lot of times we kind of set it aside. So we have to put a lot of investment in our packaging, because it's basically how how our product represents the brand.
Yeah, but I was about to ask you a question. What type of impact do you anticipate when you branding and you're positioning your product? What type of impact? What's necessary?
If you're walking down the street, right,
mm-hmm.
and you see this being, that being walking, you're going to have a little skew, right?
Okay, yes.
There's one you look at a little more.
A little more, yes, most certainly.
Yeah,
attractive.
Right?
Yeah, indeed,
attractive,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So your packaging has to be attractive too.
And eye-catching.
Yeah, eye-catching. And it doesn't have to be too loud, just has to be catchy. Well designed, your color schemes, what it promotes. This kind of caught with the eyes. That's the power of imagery. That's the power of presenting. And that's how you sell stuff with by just putting it out there.
Okay.
You get something shabby, nobody's going to pay attention to you. And as you said, the packaging for Rachel's product is quite simple,
very impactful,
very attractive. And at the summit, this is part of what we teach.
Wonderful.
People. Part of it, how to present, how to put your product out there, how to make it stand out. And then other part of the summit itself is things like how to sell. Somebody touches your product, it means they have an interest. So you don't have to let them put it down.
Yeah,
they have to buy that product.
Yeah.
So we teach people how to sell. That is one of Donald's favorite areas.
Yeah,
selling.
I would believe in.
Right? Yeah. Other areas that we look at, general marketing, how to approach that, the issues of how to keep your records, and not just financial. Your financial records are critical.
Yes.
Very, very important. You use that to make your decisions on a day-to-day basis. Am I making sufficient money? Or did I even price my product properly? We teach people how to price. And because sometimes you develop a product and you just put a price on it. But what was the basis for that?
Yes.
It may be profitable, yes, but is there room for improvement? What are similar products out there
Wonderful.
attractive? And so how do I position myself to maximize on that with my pricing, with my packaging, my presentation, and all of that? What are my selling skills? How do I approach distributors to be able to distribute my product, to convince them to put my product on the top shelf, to stand out, or even at eye level, and it meets people's first impression. First place you look, that's what you see first. First impressions always have an advantage, right? Yeah. So we teach all of those that. We teach them how to take care of themselves personally, right? Because the person beyond the business. There are times I speak with Rachel, and that's how intimate we at NDFD are with our clients. And it depends on you to take advantage of that.
Yes.
So Rachel will just call me and I have this idea. I'm thinking of this. I'm thinking of that for my product. I'm thinking of putting out this video. And we, in the end, it's your decision, but I give my little pointers, my little guidance, and she takes that and she uses it. Because I am more generic. She is specific to hers. And then you have to be able to take those general information and make it specific to you. And then sometimes she's saying, oh, I'm so tired. I've been packaging all night. Or all day I was grinding herbs, that sort of thing. And that is the struggle that is beyond the beautiful packaging that looks there. But we have to teach them that you need to take care of yourself, because a night without sleep is not the best. You need to do it, but you have to be able to be aware that you have to give your body that time to recover.
Yeah, so you're saying that you have holistic training.
Holistic development of training, yeah. So we have mindfulness training, we have a little physical that we do in there. And so it's a very well put together package. How to even pitch your presentation to a potential investor or to a marketer, a distributor of your product. These are important, because you could come and have the best product internally, but it's in a bag, it's in a box. How do you convince people to put it out there? So you have to be able to sell that. You have to be able to put it in a way that is sold. Now, the interesting thing about her is that while I was in there, I got a little information that she was not going to come to present, and she was the last person to present.
Okay.
My little birds came and says, I sitting at the back there, and I motioned my soul there, and my soul there said, I'll take care of that.
Yes.
And he did take care of it. And then so she was at a point where she would have been zero, right?
Yes.
Because she was just going to leave, and now she's a hero, right? And that gives a message to entrepreneurs out there.
Yes.
There will be uncertainties. There will be fears. There will be challenges. There will be things that look unsurmountable.
Doubts, self-doubts.
You doubt yourself. It happens to the best of us.
So go get it. You can do it.
Right, you can do it. But you surround yourself with a team that will help you get up out of it. And they don't always have to do it themselves. Oh, I know this person who can, help.
Yeah,
and
elevate and motivate
you and to help you, do that. So these are, and that's why we at NDFD we believe in the team.
Yes,
the team.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
We have our shortcomings, but we have our strengths.
Yes,
we have our part. We can help build each other and help to develop what it is that we're developing. So that is in a nutshell the thing. The details are in there. The sleepless nights we have. I remember at the last summit, I was sitting with one of the participants, and then she thought I wasn't hearing because I was really trying to get something done, and then she goes, "Look, he just there. He just there. He not getting impatient. No, he don't even look like he want to sleep. Let me go and get him a drink. That's and that's how involved we are at NDFD as a team. So there are different one of us. Those of us who are strong at finance, those of us who are strong in accounting, those of us who are strong in sales and marketing, and everybody have the specification. So you kind of hone your skills in that region for that summit, and you are tasked. And then that's why we think. And then everybody who participates, you have the potential to win, even if you don't turn out as a champion on the day. But what is there for you? Our services are always available.
Yes.
So sometimes some people will come, I need a space to do something. I remember one of the first summit we had in 21, there's this gentleman, and then he had to do an export of his product. And then he came, Mr. J-Boy, I look tight dairy, my packaging this, like that, and I need some space to put it together. I said, my brother, you have a problem. Come on. Put him in the conference room. He started, he did his stuff. He executed his event. He came back a couple of days later, interview. Thank you very much, boy. That was so good. I was able to achieve, and that's how we enable our clients. And it does not always have to be you put out a big money, but the small efforts, the small things that you do to enable and to facilitate.
Good word, to
is
enable
what
and facilitate.
You can have to have the most impact. And we are very proud and happy that is what we can do. And when we look forward to doing that, because currently, if I can just run away with that, we have registrations open currently
All right.
for the Green Innovation Summit edition of June. Right, so you have up till April 9th, that's the Wednesday, to register. Just submit your idea, and it's pretty simple. You could come to our office, fill out a registration form. You could go on Google, if you go on our Facebook page or website, you will find a QR code that leads you straight to a Google form. You just fill it in, boom. Once you click submit, we get it. And interestingly, at our D Marketplace this Friday, we have a bit of an open day in our conference room, so you can come in. If you're not sure as to all of these other things, you can come in and meet somebody, a real person,
a real
who
person
will help you to go through the process to register. Right? Yeah.
So Edie, does the business idea need to be like a complete one?
No, it's an idea.
Okay, so
you come with something.
Something raw. So even if it's kind of raw in their opinion,
and you're just thinking of something, just give it a try. Let's go. We can help you thinking. And even if it does not make it to the summit, there is potential that we can work with you to do that and develop it further.
Okay. You listen to Small Business Buzz together with the initiatives there of Q95 Radio, the big station, and the NDFD of Dominica, National Development Foundation of Dominica. We're going to come back in a short moment to talk about 3 minutes of how much money can somebody draw down or get or procure from your department. That's going to be talking dollars and cents. I hope that's making sense in a short while. But first, we have to get a call from somebody special in a short while from now. So let's take another break, a short commercial break, and we're going to come right back. This is Small Business Buzz.
Dominica, that's wrong with you. I wanna drink, baby. Dominica, that's wrong with you. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy, all right, pepper way. Get the body, drink it every day. Give me energy. Time today, okay, my body, my knee, push ready, full energy. My body, my knee, push ready, full energy. Okay, distributed by Belfast Estate Limited. Drink it, but don't abuse it. Okay, boom.
A tout fi, point linetman à sous table là-bas moi. Fais vite souple, moi pressé.
Ça let me see Maka way.
Eh bien, il semble à crédit ou pas ka bien. Ouais, milinet là, même côté à moi dou là.
Là y est toute l'air. Ek ma teka way.
Ça veut dire ou besoin aller Optifam vitement avant zio vin plus mauvais.
Dis-moi ma. Pas jodi moi ni problème épisé moi.
Eh bien, c'est Optifam qui ni primaire docteur Zé en pays. À part ça, Optifam j'ai tiré en chay l'argent à sous frame linette. Et qui ont ni plus belle frame linette qui en style.
Tout ça, eh ben, moi kay check pressure moi avant. Et qu'après n'a Optifam.
Non à tout fi. Allez là même. Puisqu'il y a qu'à check pressure zéro, examiner zéro pour licence chauffeur, check pour pisadou, et qu'il y a qu'à jic manager maladie glaucoma et puis cataracte.
Bon, qui côté Optifam yé?
Optifam à 223 Great Marlborough Street, 2 Point Queens, Amwazoo. Téléphone 440-8486. Eh bien, 285-8676.
Bon Dieu, merci oui. Pour Optifam, yo se numéro yon pour occupation zéro.
Treat yourself, your family, or a loved one to a comprehensive eye examination at Optifarm Eye Center to check for 20/20 vision. Also inquire about our telemedicine services, filling of external eyeglasses prescriptions, and specials on eyewear.
Also opened is A-Medic Urgent Care and Telemedicine Center, offering specialized and general healthcare. Call 612-1328 or come in for your appointment. You could also visit our new location at Casapora Bay Street, Portsmouth.
All you, I just meet Goldwyn in Roseau again. Same place outside Flossie's. I tried to dock in, but you had time see me. Well, story start again. Million, lot of up out there with us, huh? Fella, I say the same thing you doing, shopping at Flossie's. And you don't have to tell me the same thing you tell me last time because I'm busy. is to hear him with. You reckon? I'm in my pocket, do I? I won't tell you that I save money in food and drinks when I buy quantity. I save more. Oh, shucks, man. Well, when you're still telling me, I know already. Tu paga respecte moi. But it could even pepper palais. I will tell all my friends from London, US and Dominica to come to Floss's, right next to the Rosa Market. Open Sunday to Saturday. Floss's can't do it to you.
Your side woman a little brooks. Her man a little brooks. But she telling you she want a BBL. But most importantly, you cannot say bottom on the radio. So NDFD is giving best business loans up to $20,000, and here's how you can get yours. You working a 9 to 5? Yes, sweet. You can get up to $10,000. True now, boy. Your business must be registered. You have to be employed for 18 months. Salary deduction only. No guarantor required. You're getting a free add-on DNO for 1 month. 100 free business cards. No, but really and truly, what again you want? So what about the 20,000? It's the same thing, except you must provide business records. And that's for people who are self-employed. Call them or WhatsApp them 275-6859. Go and get your BBL. You deserve it.
Yeah, we are all excited with our little theme song. Everybody's playing the piano or the organ or the synthesizer, whatever it is. It's called an piano. Okay, so we continue with small business buzz. We are on the trajectory and the last part of our 100-meter sprint. With I say 100 meters is it's an hour, 60 minutes of exciting small business buzz. And I think I see something on your telephone on your telephone. I call it telephone.
Well, Mr. Moses, this is called cell phone, right? These days.
Is it? I didn't know that.
No, we just want to say hi to all our followers,
Yes.
listeners from all over Dominica and apparently from all over the world, because I saw someone there saying that she's watching from Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
So say
I actually live in Flatbush.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Brooklyn,
So
yes.
I want to say hi
Wow.
to Jennifer
So
Warrington. Of course, another person left a comment, Mr. James. He said that this young lady is the bomb.
Ooh.
Bomb.
Yeah, BOMB.
Very determined. She will succeed. Mark my words.
Amen. I concur
Amen.
to that. Yes,
Definitely.
Yeah. So, talking about the overseas from Brooklyn, we have a special guest. We have a special caller on the line here. So maybe we could just say good afternoon to the owner and proprietor and entrepreneur here of Q95, the big station, the man with the big idea, the man whose brainchild is to have this program. I'm delighted that he selected approved of the NDFD and being with us as our co-partner. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Sheridan Gregoire.
Hi, Franklyn. How you doing?
Everything is in divine order.
Oh, great. Let me just say hi to Mr. Cletus Joseph and Donald. And I just want to say that we're delighted to collaborate with the NDFD on the Nature Island Small Business Bus. And I really appreciate the presence of Cletus and Donald to launch this program with a new host, Franklyn Moses. So, gentlemen, I really want to commend the NDFD for the Creole in the Street program. I mean, you've been doing this for a while. I mean, it's been a huge success, a wonderful initiative that exposes small business entrepreneurs, their projects and their products in a huge way. I really want to thank the NDFD for that. And I'm sure that this collaboration with the NDFD in the Small Business Trial and Small Business Bus will be successful with Franklyn at the helm. It will be successful in increasing the visibility of small businesses in Dominica. And this NISBB will definitely help discover and expose new small businesses and give them a platform to promote their businesses, to give them an opportunity to expose their productivity, to improve their productivity and their marketing, and generally to improve their competitiveness in terms of the branding, in terms of the packaging and the marketing, etc. So really, I want to thank the NDFD for the valuable work that it is doing for small business in Dominica and for this collaboration with Q95 the Nature Island Small Business Bus. So thanks a lot, gentlemen.
Welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. And we know that you have been involved in either the starting up the godfather of certain businesses. I remember, if I should say, I don't know if anybody. I know I'm a dinosaur in age, but you had this expo how many years ago? Maybe 40 years ago at the St. Martin Schoolyard. What was it called again? Just trade show.
Yeah. You see, you're trying to give out my age now.
No, but that was one of the shows that had a great impact on me. Seeing all of these businesses without the facilities that we have now, was there for maybe a month or two, and it was a collaboration or marriage between the stalls and the advertising of the businesses that you had there with entertainment. And so many years later, here we are again on a different level, trying to elevate and give some life and light and encouragement. And as a word I'm looking for that I use in another program, they create an enabling environment for small businesses to thrive from idea. I should find another word that rhymes with idea. From idea to now it's there. So I want to thank you again. Yes, Mr. G.
Well, yes. I mean, basically, this is National Trade Show, and it was a 2-week program. It was all day, all night, and all businesses, in fact, were involved in this in all sectors, and it really gave a lot of exposure.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, we discovered a lot of new talent. I think Ophelia with Oliver Che Marie made a debut during that trade show. And so basically, I mean, it's a good thing, and that is why I appreciate the NDFD doing the Creole in the street, because that certainly gives a lot of visibility to small
most definitely. Definitely.
Otherwise, we would not have had that exposure.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to thank you very much for joining us live. What is the weather like in your neck? I don't know if the wood have a neck, but in your neck of the woods.
It's not bad.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's sort of coming into the spring now.
Okay.
Almost there. So the weather is good.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll talk again shortly.
All right, Franklyn. Also, hi, Cletus, and hi, Donald. Take care.
Yes, thank you very much.
And you said hello to you.
Yes, hi, hello, sir. How are you?
Yes. Thank you very much. Yes, talk to you later. We're still here with Small Business Buzz. Our group is still here. We just beginning to wrap up and pass the baton on to the final.
We just have another comment there, Franklyn.
Yep, absolutely.
From Shani Tuse Hill or Jill. Excellent initiative. Love the program. Very informative.
That's the whole purpose of the exercise.
Definitely.
Thank you that we're able to touch and reach out and fulfill the purpose here. Let's go back and talk a little about money. So what if I wanted 100,000, maybe 20,000? What qualifies me for the amount that I may want to ask for my development of my small business financing?
What qualifies you?
Yeah, because if you see that that business does not worth the loan of 50,000, maybe 60, how do we go about allocating the sums for the business ideas?
Yeah, right. Well, just first off the bat, we go up to approximately about $150,000.
Okay.
For maximum loans. We're small. We deal with small.
We're small. Okay. All right.
We love our sphere and we can grow within that sphere.
Yes.
So we're fine with that. Yeah. But in terms of your financing request, when someone approaches NDFD, they would have to speak with an officer who does a preliminary evaluation of what their request is. And we'll collect all of the information, ask for various information from you. So if you have a business plan, fine, we will review. There's another tool that I encourage a lot of entrepreneurs to use, and that's what we call a business model canvas. Yeah, it's a canvas. A canvas is a sheet of paper or any other material that there is a structure to it where in the center of it you put what your value proposition is. And that is what essentially are you offering. You're offering, and you can find fancy ways to put it. But from that emanates everything else about your business. How do you market it? What are the key resources you require? Your revenue streams, your cost centers and all of that stuff, and you expand it from there.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to it's like you can see it at a glance. So you see your business in front of you. right there laid out, you know. So that is a business model canvas or a business plan. We can start, and the business plan would inform as to what your total cost you're looking at is. But we delve a little deeper and we do an evaluation and an analysis as to what you're presenting, and we make a determination as to whether this is sufficient or whether it's not. Because you would say, okay, if it's not sufficient, what are the ramifications? Most likely you won't be able to really start.
Okay.
And if we give you 20 when you really need 10, 30, you won't be able to pay us back that little 20. So we evaluate everything. Now, if you overextend yourself and then you stretch yourself too much, you are too highly indebted. It will put you under some other pressures. So we like to be as precise as possible, make contingency allowances in the event of. We do that, you know, so that is important.
And that you provide for the client.
Well, we can help the client to do that.
Yes.
We can start their business plan with them from scratch. I don't say for them,
yes.
with them, you know, because it is their business. They know what they want and they can elaborate on more, and then we provide the guidance as to what it is, because essentially it's the idea, it's the thing. But we have the skill set in terms of basic business administration practices and certain best practices and certain recommendations that we make. So you may look at overlook even something as simple as your marketing. Are you maximizing on the marketing opportunities that are there or the strategies that can be there? And we could advise as to how to do it. Now, there are very cost-effective measures in marketing that you can use. Social media is very effective. Are you maximizing it? Radio is very effective. Are you maximizing it? Who do you target with which, with what? If your product is one that really does not need to go and advertise on the radio, why do that? Or if your target clientele are not really social media people, because you have to understand and know what your market is in order to reach out to them and through what media you reach out. And that's what essentially part of marketing is, the advertising. So we do that. So once we have ascertained that you have, let's say, everything covered and you have made some contingency allowances, we can say, okay, yes, we're prepared to work with you. And then you go through the actual loan application process. Now, the officer down there may overlook something, so he submits it to Donald here, who does his analysis, and then he has his concerns. He'll come and say, look, I'm seeing that there, and then we have a discussion and we say, okay, let's do this, let's do that. There's too much there or not enough there, let's think, and whatever. And then we go, and then sometimes it goes to
financial juggling, you call it. Yeah, you
I call it juggling a little bit on certain subjects.
Okay, yes.
But after a while, then beyond me, there is a credit committee, loads up to a certain value, go to, and then the board approves up to a certain value. And they may come up with some other things as well, because you have 9 pairs of eyes. We'll see maybe a lot more than just 2 or 4 pairs. Yeah. So that's our process. Pretty simple and efficient. And some persons may say, but why do I have to go through all that? I just want to get $10,000 to do a little something. But you can misuse the money if you do not plan properly, if you don't anticipate the challenges that may come. And if essentially we want people to pay us back. All right, because at the end of the month, we have to run the business, we have to run the organization, we have to pay our bills, we have to pay our staff, we have to keep on building revenue so we can continue to extend to other people, revolve and grow. We have to evolve, as you said, right? So it's a process that has to be very carefully maneuvered and managed, because financial resources, money has a funny way of taking up
wings and fly away. Yes. Well, you had almost the final word. I'm going to go to Rachel and give us your final words and about your business. Everybody is excited about your business. We're minding your business today. Your final words. Or maybe I should have asked you. Well, okay, good. Okay, dear Rachel, yes, your final words about the entire exercise and what your projection for your future.
Okay, so my final words would be do not miss out on the opportunity that NDFD has for the Green Summit, because you will definitely be missing out on an opportunity of a lifetime that can help elevate your business, and also, like it did for me, your personal self. I would also like to say, look out for more from me, because like I tell you, I'm a go-getter, and I won't be stopping there. I also won't be stopping with just herbal teas. I think I'll be coming on with something for the men, and hopefully in tech. And for those who may not know, I also wear many hats. I am the author of the Team Master that code, so look out for me as well. I am the author of Thriving with PCOS, so there's so much to look out from Rachel Shillingford.
Yeah, I'm going to put my name down for the men's book. Okay, so do you have the penultimate comments from Mr. Donald? And then I'll take over from you. Yes.
Well, from myself, I just want to congratulate you, Franklyn, for this. So you know,
Thank
as
you.
you know, we're here really to support you.
Thank you.
So this is your program, and we're just very happy there supporting you. Now, to all our small business owners, and at the same
And
time,
potential
and
owners.
potential owners,
Mhm.
we just would like to say, keep dreaming, and then don't just easily give up. You know, if they need advice, if they need someone to talk to, we are there. They can always come to us, and moving forward, every Tuesday and Thursday, they can always listen to us. For
Certainly.
some insights and tips
Insight.
that we
New
can
tips, yes.
that we can give them for free. All right,
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
basically what I have. I know next Thursday we'll have more chance to talk
Oh,
to,
yes, yes.
to each other.
Yes, certainly. Yeah. And that, as we begin to wrap up, we just want to say thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for making the appointment with us. And thank you for joining us on this journey, the first journey, a very long road, but we're going to be doing it together hand in hand. I want to thank Rachel, Mr. Cletus Joseph, Mr. Donald Bacasio, my co-host, and Shand on the control. We have, as I mentioned to you, we have Al Jazeera, CNN, CBS, NBC, and ABS here recording us.
Big up to Sean.
Documenting our
And
inaugural program.
Mr. Owen Vidal, we have to mention him as well.
Okay.
Our camera.
Oh, yes, most certainly.
Right now,
Yes.
he's capturing every moment.
Niceness in the building. And of course, our executive director and manager, Mr. Sheridan Gregor, thank you very much for calling, and thank you for having the confidence in this program. Also, I want to thank you. Join us again on Thursday for another edition of let's say together, on Thursday for another edition of Small Business Buzz. And I want to thank you very much for listening. We got to run now. We hope you'll join us on Thursday, same time, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. We love you. God loves you, and so do we.
Your side woman a little brooks. Her man a little brooks. But she telling you she want a BBL. But most importantly, you cannot say bottom on the radio. So NDFD is giving best business loans up to $20,000, and here's how you can get yours. You working a 9 to 5? Yes, sweet. You can get up to $10,000. True now, boy. Your business must be registered. You have to be employed for 18 months. Salary deduction only. No guarantor required. You're getting a free add-on DNO for 1 month. 100 free business cards. No, but really and truly, what again you want? So what about the 20,000? It's the same thing, except you must provide business records. And that's for people who are self-employed. Call them or WhatsApp them 275-6859. Go and get your BBL. You deserve it.